difíciles. Chicos, solteros hasta que se cumpla la profecía.
Isaías 4. En aquel día quedarán tan pocos hombres que 7 mujeres pelearán por uno solo y le dirán: deja que todas nos casemos contigo, nos ocuparemos de nuestra propia comida y ropa. Solo déjanos tomar tu apellido, para que no se burlen de nosotras, diciendo que somos solteronas.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, and verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders I greet also for teaching truth and for ruling well. And peace salutation to Joachim out there pushing and defending his gospel throughout the 4 corners of the earth, as well as to the believers anyhow by Hashem Yahushai, the men as well as the women, the hopeful elect. This is a brother Kahana live from the GMS Hawaii. And I wanted to do a lesson, inspired by the video you just seen. It's like, let me put up the image of these women, which, they pretty much, the girl with the mic on the left, asked the question, what is a truth that most Spaniards, so women or Spaniard women, are upset at, that that obviously is true. And they read out of the book of Isaiah, the 4th chapter and the 1st verse. And this woman, I won't play it again real quick, but the woman in the middle with the white and the red stripe, the red sleeves, said, young men, stay single until the prophecy comes to pass. And the one in the black went ahead and read Isaiah the 4th chapter and the 1st verse. So we'll play it again real quick, and then we'll break down these scriptures. So real quick. So she said, tell me a truth that will hurt the Spaniard women in these days of hardship. And she goes ahead and says, men stay single until the prophecy comes to pass. And the girl in the black goes ahead and quotes Isaiah the 4th chapter.
Chicos, solteros hasta que se cumpla la profecía.
Isaías 4. En aquel día quedarán tan pocos hombres que 7 mujeres pelearán por uno solo y le dirán: deja que todas nos casemos contigo, nos ocuparemos de nuestra propia comida y ropa. Solo déjanos tomar tu apellido, para que no se burlen de nosotras.
That's right, man. And again, let's read this now in the NLT. Isaiah 4 and verse 1 in the NLT. And it says, in that day, so few men will be left, that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, let us all marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name, so we won't be mocked as old maids. Right? And in the ancient world, a woman was under the protection, first and foremost, of their fathers. And once the fathers married them, they were under the protection of that man that they got married to, right? And nowadays, we see this society, man, that it has completely broken up the family structure. And now that we're coming into these times of judgment, a lot of these women are not under the protection of their fathers because a lot of them have, rebelled against their fathers. A lot of them have households where they never met their fathers, or, you know, their parents split up. And most of the time, these women stay with the mothers, and the mothers straight up lie on men, you know, saying that, oh, your father was a deadbeat, he, you know, he ain't shit. You know, you got cases where, you know, Jake really ain't shit, but, you know, you have a big portion of Jakes that just, you know, are catching hell from their women. They actually want to be there, or, you know, they want to be a part of their children's life, but because the system has pretty much paid and promoted women to push the fathers outside of the household, they rather push them away for a check, right? And at the same time, they raise up these women that are complete demons, man, right? And a lot of these women that are raised that way, with that proud, haughty spirit upon them, in the days of judgment, man, they're going to be asked out. You know, we were talking with the elder here in Hawaii, man, Gabar Yahawada, how a lot of these women, once, you know, this war starts, this third war starts, they're going to be alone, man, out here. Because we know that a draft is coming. The scriptures tell us that men are going to be sent to war. The young men are going to die in the war. So a lot of women are going to be out here by themselves, man. And the ones that stay out here, the men that are going to be out here, is going to be a bunch of demons, man. The raper man is going to come out of the shadows and start doing, you know, the wickedness he does best, man. Ravaging women. The scriptures speak about all these things, man. And that's the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that's going to fall upon, you know, the women. Obviously, men are going to suffer judgment as well. But for you women, you have a pretty much a personal police force, or a personal bodyguards, which ultimately are the cops and men in society. You know, you will never see a woman getting, even if she's at fault. As soon as a woman screams, what happens? Everybody turns against the man to jump out the fucking window and protect this woman, even if she's doing the attacking, man. But those days are gonna be done away with. Why? Because again, men are gonna be sent out to war. There's gonna be few men left in the cities, and that whole calling the fucking police, that shit ain't gonna work in those days, man. The scriptures tell us in the book of 2nd Ezra that men's doings are gonna be in the power of their hands, roughly paraphrasing, right? All you women that are out here, you know, doing wickedness, being whores, selling the pee on social medias and all that. Guess what's coming? Judgment for you. All these dudes that are out here, depressed, sexually, how do you call that? Damn, it escaped my mind. Sexually, deprived, there we go. Sexually deprived, that pay your fucking OnlyFans, that pay for your lifestyle. In the day of judgment, man, they're gonna come out and they're gonna do whatever wicked imaginations they have for you, because there's gonna be lawlessness out here, man. Now, we've been telling you women this, and there is, you know, a group of women that are gonna humble down, that are gonna seek the men of the Lord. And even you wicked ass women, you're gonna be looking for your salvation, pretty much. Because as we always say, women are creatures that are opportunists. When they see that they could get away with shit, they'll try to get their way in there. And in times of war, in times of judgment, they want to seek the strong, the stable-minded men to get them out of their troubles. Now we're telling you that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to put a spirit on the men of the Lord to reject a lot of you women that are out here, walking in pride carelessly, man. That are, mocking Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that are mocking his men, the truth. Being defiant against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, talking about, my body, my choice, all this fucking bullshit Esau fed you. Because of right now is giving you, money and pleasures. Well, in that day, all that shit is going to go out the window, man. But like I said, there's women that are out here waiting for that day. A lot of them don't even want to accept it, but they know that it's in the scriptures, man. And that something is going to happen to where 7 women, a complete number of women are going to take hold of a man and say that. Shit, you even have women now that have high paying jobs talking about, I want to be loved. I want to be protected by a man. Because they realize that all this independent boss bitch lifestyle is not natural into them, man. You women are supposed to be under a man's protection. You're supposed to be guided by a man, chiefly a man of the Lord. But Esau got you all fucked up in the head, thinking that you could just do whatever the fuck you want and be happy. And a lot of you are realizing that, especially in your older age, that shit is all cap. That is a big ass lie, man, that Esau taught you. You sitting down at home with a 6-figure job with a fucking cat, talking to your fucking cat, drinking wine by your fucking self. Looking at reels of women that actually have a husband, that have a family, that have established a household, and talking shit about them, but in reality envying them. Because you out here alone, like an idiot. And again, in the day of judgment, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to get all of you, man. You ain't going to escape the hand of the Lord through offering up the box, and just being pretty. That shit ain't going to work in those days, man. You have to come humble in the eyes of the men of the Lord. Because at the end of the day, we are saviors, man. If we are part of the elect, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to bless a lot of women through us. You women are going to be protected by the men of the Lord. You're going to come under the umbrella of holy men. And through marrying with them, you're going to be delivered. Just like they were going into. But let's read this in Isaiah 32:9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." Let's get this in the blue letter real quick. Isaiah 32:9. Because those days of just endless liberty and endless fucking pleasures and pride, that shit is gonna go out the fucking window, man. You already see it now. You see how there's, uproars of the people. You see how, inflation is hitting hard. Unemployment. And it's going to get worse. And you women, again, you're going to want to have a man. And a lot of you are not going to have that privilege. Because of your pride. Because of all the wickedness you have done. You're going to be destined to what? To destruction. A lot of you like to, fancy yourselves liberal, free of choosing whatever you want to do with your body, man. The Lord got something for you. A lot of you women are going to be taken by these troops that are going to invade Babylon the Great and be ravished, man. Probably unto your death. You want to tempt Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? Guess what's coming for you? Judgment. You ain't supposed to be whoring around, especially if you're one of our women, man. You an Israelite woman, you have no fucking business being a fucking whore. Being fucking promiscuous, talking about, oh, I'm in a polyamorous relationship. Fuck that. Talking about I have 4 or 5 dudes. I got a roster. You think Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is looking at that lightly? Hell no, man. And you're gonna pay for all that stuff. In these days that we're approaching, you're going to pay for all those things that you're currently doing and what you have done. You see, unlike popular belief, you women like to say, "Oh well, my body count don't matter." It does fucking matter, because guess what? You committing adultery. You're being a whore, which was directly prohibited to the daughters of Israel. So guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna receive that judgment. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Right. In the NOT it says, in a short time, just a little more than a year, your careless ones will suddenly begin to care, for your fruit crops will fail, and the harvest will take place. Shalaga, and your harvest will never take place. And what is this representative of? Your goods, your commodities. Those checks ain't gonna be coming no more. Right? Your luxury, your lifestyles is gonna, all that is gonna stop, man. Because that time of prosperity that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had upon the world is going to finish. It's going to come to a hold. Let's go into that word of vintage. So like it. Basha'ar, it says vintage, the crop vintage, God, the crop, yeah, man. Well, you know, when in the ancient world, your crops was what gave you sustainability, whether it was through food or you sold them or traded those crops, right? Yeah, the root word there is shawar. If I'm correct, I might not be correct on the pronunciation of that, but the root word of that word vintage is what? To gather, restrain, fence, fortify. You see, make insatiable. Right. So, hey, the comforts that you have is gonna fail, right? And the gathering, all that gimme from here, from there, is gonna stop. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Right, and sackcloth is you know, a symbol of grief. Why are you gonna be grieving, man? Right? Because it's gonna be judgment out here. In the NOT it says, terrible, you women of Salagia, tremble, you women of ease, throw off your complacency, strip off your pretty clothes, and put on burlap to show your grief. Right. Put off your pretty clothes. Why you women have, you know, all these pretty clothes to go out and gather abroad, to, you know, to party, to go and live this life of luxury in the good times that you know, are happening on the earth. Well, now they're coming to an end, but you know, women are still out here thinking everything is Gucci, man. Like nothing is happening around the world, and that their life of comfort is just gonna continue on endlessly. But it is going to. It's going to end. Right? So strip off your pretty clothes and put on burlap to show your grief. Why? Because your men are gonna be destroyed. Your protection, all that money coming in, the influx of money is gonna stop. You ain't gonna be able to pay the high-end condo with maximum security. You're gonna have to fucking live in your car. You're gonna have to go back to living with your parents or with a couple of your friends. All right? There's gonna be instability worldwide. AI is taking over a bunch of jobs. They're cutting off a bunch of federal jobs where majority of our women be working for. And now what? Oh, now they're tired of being independent. So you can see how this is gonna turn out. Once the Lord stops all this traveling, all this unnecessary commerce, a lot of people are gonna be without jobs. A lot of people are gonna be without, money to make it through the day, man. And it's gonna affect you women the most because you are the weaker vessel, man. Men are gonna resort to stealing, to killing, to getting their ways through force. But you women, guess what? You don't got enough force to go and do the shit that men are gonna be doing in those days. And I'm not saying that they're doing righteousness, these wicked men, but that's what they're gonna resort to. That's why we read in the book of 2nd Esdras. Well, as a spirit, it was on there already. That the course of their actions shall stand in their hand, right? Well, 2nd Esdras 15 and 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? And we could see this happening. Whenever there's sedition, whenever there's chaos in the world, whenever there's a lack of resources, what happens? There's chaos in the streets. And most of the time is the men that are out there doing the fucking wild shit. Robbing and stealing and killing. And where are you women at? Hiding. Waiting that one of your wicked ass men are gonna come and give you something so that you can survive. Well, guess what? This time it ain't gonna happen. They might use you as bargaining, as a bargaining chip. Oh, there ain't no food, so you know what? Take this fucking bitch. Fuck her. I don't give a fuck about her. I need to live. Fuck it. And you're gonna be like, no, help me, please. They ain't gonna give a damn, man. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So all that, I'm going to call the police on you, or I'm going to call the police and say that you did this. It's not going to be enough policemen out here. Everybody's going to be in the fucking war. And if there is any policemen, guess what? They're going to be protecting their fucking family. They're not going to give a damn about no fucking woman calling saying, oh, they're trying to rob me or whatever. They're going to be like, well, sorry. Oh, shoot, what the fuck? Salage. And again, when supplies are low, when food is low, guess what's going to happen? Invasions. People are going to invade one another. With what? With guns, with all sorts of weapons. A man shall decide to go into a city and shall not be able, For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And if men are going to be afraid, where are you women going to be at? You see a damn roach, a rat, and you panic. You can't even stand next to it. You think you're going to be proudly standing up talking to men like, yeah, shut up, ninja. You ain't shit. When these motherfuckers is out here robbing and killing and destroying shit because of the lack of food and resources, you damn out your mind. You think you're going to be the strong, independent woman in those days? You think that because you take a kickboxing class, you could beat up a gang full of dudes? Hell fucking no. You don't understand the terrors that men can create when they lose their fucking mind. And that's what's about to happen. These people that are without Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, they're gonna lose their fucking mind. And you don't understand the capability that wild, wicked individuals can do when they're possessed by these evil spirits, man. The scriptures say that there be spirits that are created for vengeance. So when the Lord put these spirits on these wicked ass men to go and rob, kill, murder, rape, it's a fucking rap for you women, man. And this is why we warning you. We're warning the women of our nation of the things to come. Like, look, get straight with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because the times that are coming is going to be real bad, man. Real bad. To the point that the Lord told us in the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter. As a matter of fact, let's go there real quick. We'll go back to this, but let's get Daniel, the 12th chapter. The time of the end, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, not a time of partying, not a time of joy and celebration, no, a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. In the NLT it says, at that time Michael, the archangel who stands guard over your nation, will arise. Then there will be a time of anguish greater than any since nations first came to existence. So you are telling me that you women that can't go a week, even you can't even go a fucking weekend in actual camping outdoors, because you don't got a mattress, because you don't got light at night, because you don't have entertainment during the dark nights. Those same modern day women are gonna be able to stand in the day of great anguish. Come on now. Don't lie to yourself, you see? It says, then there will be a time of anguish greater than any since nations first came to existence. But at that time, every one of your people whose name is written in the book will be rescued. And again, those women are going to be part of the elect. Those women are going to be wives to the men of the Lord, whether to the prophets or to the hubs, the believers. Some of them are going to be of old age that helped out the prophets. But you ain't going to be a fucking OnlyFans, wicked, pretty much a damn harlot. And then you're just going to, oh yeah, I'm going to be chosen by a man of the Lord. No way. No fucking way. We were speaking with the brother Gabar Yahweh here, man, on how the Lord's going to put a heavy spirit upon the men of the Lord to be like, you know what? This bitch is a fucking liar. Like, I could see the deceit in her. I could see the pride in her. Fuck that. Go kick rocks. And go over there and find somebody else. And you're going to be judged. You're going to be taken by all these wild ass motherfuckers is gonna be out here, man. Again, Isaiah 32:11. Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Right? So you're gonna lament because you're not gonna have those things readily accessible like you do today. Again, today you're used to, oh, I'm gonna just buy this with my credit card. I'm gonna just go get this because I have money. Or I'm gonna get one of my dudes to buy me this and buy me that. You're not gonna have that luxury. You're not gonna have those commodities in the day of judgment. And you're gonna cry for not having them. Oh Lord, why is this happening? Oh, help me, please. I'm a woman. And again, the men of the Lord ain't gonna care, and these wild ass dudes out here ain't gonna care either, man. You're gonna be hey, you're gonna be through. That's the least I could say, just to keep it classy. And you women that have men of the Lord that want to give them a hard time, the multiple women thing is for the kingdom. Or we're going to see. We're going to see in that time if you're going to try to speak against the men of the Lord when all hell is breaking loose. And when you see the spirit of the Lord upon them, that spirit of calmness, of that spirit of sanity, right? Isaiah 33:6. In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thine times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua is his treasure. So we're gonna have a stability, man, in our mind. That's the most important thing. Real quick. Because being stable in the mind in times of trouble, that's what's going to deliver you, man. Being stable in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in those times, that's what's going to deliver you. Because he's the one bringing the judgment. And when we see these things happening, we're going to know in our mind, like, yo, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is coming soon. Like, fuck it. You know, let's keep on moving. If we got to be on the move, we'll be on the move. If we got to, go a couple days without food, we're going to pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to sustain us. We ain't going to be bugging the fuck out, talking about, I'm going to go rob this person and kill and do all this wickedness so I could get food because I need to do what I got to do for myself and my family. That's stability in the mind. And that's worth more than any financial stability, man. Because, again, riches profit not in the day of judgment. 2 Timothy 2:7. For the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And a lot of people out here, even in their comfort, don't have a fucking sound mind. They're impatient. If they don't get what they want, they just fucking lose it. They want instant gratification. Shit, you're going to have so-called Christians, believers in God and Jesus Christ. They're going to find themselves in straits, and they're going to pray to the Lord. And shit, if Jesus don't come through for them that same day, they're going to fucking lose it, man. That's why we always say, man, hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to bring this judgment. And we're going to see who really is for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're going to see who really are the believers of the Heavenly Father and of His Son when that rubber meets the road. And we telling you now, it's going to be hella fucking hot. So, hey, with that, Akim, I hope that the lesson was edifying to you, sisters in the faith. You know, if you believe, if you have a man of the Lord with you, man, keep believing in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Do what you got to do to stay in the good graces of the Lord, man, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua ain't going to forsake you sisters, man. As long as you stay faithful, as long as you, help that man of the Lord do what he got to do. And to the brothers out here, if you worrying about women and all this shit, don't worry, man. These women were saying, hey, wait till the prophecy come to pass, man, because they coming. They're coming. And most importantly, man, this is a sign that we are reaching the end of our captivity. Just how Yahweh Hashem Yahushua brought us back to Him via this word, He's going to bring these women back to us in the times of trouble, man, because they're actually going to see the judgment of the Lord. And they're going to come through what? Through childbearing, through serving those men, which, Lord willing, we be part of that number. So keep up the faith, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua bless all of you. With that, I'll say shalom till next time.